right, welcome back for another session of pole yoga. This evening we're going to focus on clearing trauma from the body. Trauma can be stored in our body and it can cause imbalances, it can cause us to hold on to weight, it can cause pain. Sometimes we're not even aware of it. So tonight we're just going to simply be a witness for whatever comes up in our body. We're going to add a new technique for really using the pole for grounding. Remember that metal, the pole, is an energy conductor. So imagine the Earth's energy is coming up through the pole, and this energy that's moving up through the pole is able to clear out that trauma and transmute it into a higher vibration. So tonight we're going to step to the pole in home pose, and we're going to start by honoring the pole as our conduit of energy. Taking a deep breath in as we're surrendering to this moment of clearing out anything that no longer serves us. Taking a deep breath in and out. Noticing any tension in your body, bringing the feet together, pointing at the pole. The chin is up to the floor, parallel. Taking a deep breath in. And then blowing it out. Good, then we're gonna rock back and forth gently on the feet. Rocking back and forth. Good, now we're gonna come to number 2, forward angle, stepping to the pole, bringing the hands down to the root chakra and the sacral chakra, falling back. In an angle, imagine that yardstick so that your head is straight in a line with the base of your spine all the way up. Good. Bringing the chin up and breathing. Checking in with our body. Bending those elbows slightly. As we bend our elbows, we engage the biceps. Good. Now we're going to pull ourselves gently into the pole, right where we're at forward angle. And we're going to engage with the pole. We're going to bring our nose where it's almost touching. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes as you're doing this. This is grounding us in and connecting us as close as we can to that energy coming up the pole. So stand as still as you can while you're breathing down all the way down to your root chakra. Breathing those 3 deep breaths. Just noticing any tension in your body, any resistance. Are you wanting to move out of this position? Stay with it. Now take your left hand that's on the bottom and bring it up over the right or vice versa. So you're bringing your hand up to so you have one at your sacral chakra and one at your solar plexus. Okay, and we're still in forward angle, but our nose is almost touching the pole. So we're just gently away from the pole. Breathing. We're taking extra time here at the beginning. You can use this technique anytime for grounding. Breathing. Good, now we're going to take our right hand and put it over the heart chakra. So you've got your left hand over right between the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, the right hand at the throat chakra. So we're going up our energy, bringing your awareness up. The nose is almost touching the pole. So you're almost touching the pole. Breathing, not touching the pole, but almost touching the pole. It's like your nose wants to touch the pole, but you're not. You're in control of the moment. I'm bringing you directly into this present moment, directly into this time and space, directly into this portal, bringing your other hand over your third eye, holding the pole over your third eye. As we're moving up our energy center, we are feeling our power come from the earth all the way up our spine as we're taking those 3 deep breaths. Keeping that nose almost to the pole. Are you wanting to back away? Keeping that focus of the energy right to the tip of your nose. Good, now bring that right hand up over the crown chakra. So you've got one at the third eye, one at the crown chakra, bringing the energy to the nose. Breathing. Breathing. Great, take that left hand, reaching all the way up the pole. You're doing so fantastic. Thank you for trying this new technique. Up on your tippy toes, reaching all the way up the pole, and then sliding down into center pose. Number 3, center pose. Feeling the energy between your nose and the pole come apart. Now gently bend those elbows, engaging the biceps, looking at the pole in center pose. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the shins. Squeeze the calves, looking at the pole, the chin is parallel to the ground, feeling your energy come all the way up your spine, pushing the glutes back. Good, now coming into standing T pose. You can come up on your tippy toes or stay flat foot or holding at the shoulder. Remember, don't wrap the hand around, hold it so that the back of the hand is to the back, coming out into T pose, looking back, opening into T pose. Opening the heart. Good. Feeling your body, noticing your body. Are you feeling any tension? Good. Bringing the left hand to the pole. Remember, we're holding it so that we're isolating the bicep muscle as we're opening back. Opening up the chest. Breathing. Good, now we're gonna bring our back to the pole and we're gonna keep our feet together. We're gonna come to a variation of full moon pose. So we're gonna reach our hands all the way up the pole, grab the pole above the crown chakra, drop the hips. Keep the ears in line with the biceps, elbows slightly bent. Breathing, really noticing this area between your pelvis. All the way down, really feel that and feel any tension in your back. Feel how that's connected there. Breathing through it. Good, deep breath. Reverse table. So we're gonna go right down to the parallel plane, holding the pole behind your back. Reverse table. Bringing that chin parallel to the face parallel to the ground. Breathing, we're at this plane right here, parallel with the earth. Now we're gonna come into swimmer's pose, bringing that right foot up, left arm out, reaching out. We're gliding through the earth's energy, swimming along. Good, pointing the toe. Looking up, shoulder down. Switch, right foot to the pole, left foot up, reaching out. Good job. Breathing. Notice if that leg wants to fall, bring it back up, or if it's overextending it, bring it down. Keeping that left shoulder pressed down, looking up. Good. Bring the back down flat, reverse table once more, back flat, deep breath. Breathe it out. Good, now we're gonna take a deep breath and when we release it, we're gonna grab the pole, open your legs gently, grab the pole between your thighs. You can walk all the way down between your ankles, as far down as you can go. Listening to your own body. It's okay if you can only go here. Listening to your body, but going as far down as you can go. Really stretch yourself and then hold. Pull yourself into the ground. It's like that energy of your nose is being pushed into the ground. Breathing and breathing and holding and then blow it out. Good, reverse table. Good, bringing the hands behind the back, and you can sway the hips here if you like. Good, gently rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, bringing the hands up. Now coming into sit spot. Sit spot, bringing the hands into prayer over the head into sit spot. Sitting down, breathing. Hands can be in prayer over the head, or you can even be holding yourself up here. Listen to your body. You can come up on your tippy toes, or you can stay flat foot. What does your body need here in sit spot? Breathing, breathing, filling those glutes. Good, rolling yourself up in a reverse angle, so holding the pole above the head, bringing the right foot up, looking up at the sky. Gently bend those elbows, but keep the ears in line with the biceps. Remember, the ears and the biceps are always in alignment. Sometimes you'll want to drop that head back here. Do not do that. Drop that right foot down, left foot up. It's like we're in an angle. A full angle here, really pulling the ribs out. Pulling and pulling and pulling. Good, breathing. Good, rolling over, forward table. Looking up at the pole. Breathing. Good, bring the right foot up, hips are square. Looking up, this is a variation here. So forward table, right foot down, left foot up. Breathing. Good, now we're going to come back to the pole into center pose number 3. So reaching up, sliding the hands down, dropping the bottom back, and then we're going to take the left foot, put it directly in line with the pole, and bring the right foot back. So you're directly in alignment here. Looking up at the pole, squaring up those hips. Good, bringing the right foot back to the pole, left foot back, looking at the pole. We're adding this variation. Breathing. Good, now we're going to come back to that number 2 forward angle. So stepping the toes to the pole, hands down between the root chakra and the sacral chakra. Falling back gently, bending those elbows. 3 deep breaths. Tuning into your body. Good, now gently pull yourself back up where we were connecting with the pole earlier. Right where your nose is about to touch the pole. Listening in the flow, witnessing your body, grounding with the energy of the pole, realizing that we don't have to do more to gain more. Sometimes the slowing down and the listening and the being still actually brings us further. Deep breath, blow it out, coming into hero's pose. Good, you're a hero for showing up today. Coming with your hands out. Remember, hero, we can be here. It's all about this rectangle. So it's femur length away, right in alignment, keeping these hips square. So whether it's here, 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 or here, these hips are in alignment. We're not crunched forward, we're opening. We're opening this back, keeping us straight in line with the pole this way. Opening into hero, breathing. Releasing any resistance. Good, half moon. Stepping next to the pole, directly next to the pole, holding the pole over your head, dropping down. Opening that chin out of the chest, pushing that chest open. Good job. Listening to your body. Good, turning to the wall behind you or switching sides on your pole, either way to get that opposite hip. Remember what we do to one side, we do to the other. Maybe you find that this side's a little easier, maybe it's a little harder. Just listen to your body. Breathing. Opening up that chest, keeping that leg up. Good, coming into half moon. Dropping the hips down, coming into half moon. Good, bringing that back against the pole, full moon pose, dropping the pelvis down, bringing the elbows together. Full moon pose. Good, now we're going to sway our hips gently if you feel inclined. You're just bringing it to one side of the pole to the other, and we're making a half circle here. Remember when you were growing up and you had the paper with the little pin thingy that went all the way around the paper and it made all these really cool shapes on the paper? Well, imagine that your body is that pin, and every time you're moving your body, you're making a shape on the paper. And that is how we're moving ourselves into these geometrical patterns. And right now we are filling the circle, going half circle, half circle, half circle, half circle. That's when we move our hips here. Now we're going to roll over into forward table, looking up at the pole, and then we're going to sway our hips this way. Swaying and swaying, unlocking, unlocking. Good, feeling that energy unlock from the base of our spine. Good, now we're coming up, coming down to crouching lotus, looking up at the pole. If you can't come into crouching lotus, come into sitting lotus. Or home pose. Breathing. On sitting lotus, we're like sitting on our heels. Breathing. Engaging in contact with the pole. Feeling our power in our body. Feeling our power coming up our spine. Breathing. It's like you're floating. You're levitating. You are so light. You are so airy. Good, now we're going to come up into chair pose. Bringing the feet up, sitting down into chair. Elbows up, you can be on your tippy toes or grounded, either way. But we're holding. Holding and holding into chair. Pulling that spine up, sitting down. It's like we're on a chair. Good. Now come to the other side of your pole. Or if there's no room, just stay where you're at, but we're going to come back into chair, up on your tippy toes or flat, and this time we're going to bounce those 12 counts. So bounce up and down those 12 counts like you're sitting down on the chair. Good. Come back up to the south side of your pole, breathing, holding, sitting back down into chair and hold. We're holding. You can be flat foot or tippy toes. Listen to your body. Maybe you want to change each time. Good. Coming up, holding, Holding the pole. Noticing your heart rate is elevated. How does that feel? Controlling it with your breath. Good. Sitting back down into chair. Toes up or grounded. This time, we're going to bounce. If you feel, listen to your body or hold. Listening to your body, we're pulling our spine straight. Way to go. Flexing those muscles. Good. Good. Coming back up. And then we're going to go back into forward angle. Hands down. Coming back. Feeling all of that energy that we're cultivating. There's an endless supply of power available to us. You are so creative. You are so powerful. You are so in tune. You are so energetically and wonderfully made. Feeling how that feels in your body. Good. Coming back into T-pose. Holding the pole. Opening back. Looking back. Feet are flat. We're grounding. Good. Coming back. Opening up. Looking back at the hand. Good, we're going to take a deep breath, forward folding. Deep breath, and then when you let it out, forward fold. Holding the pole. Good, holding the pole. Now we're going to come up into star pose. So open that right hand up. Left hand down, looking up, bringing the nose up to the wrist. So you're looking up at that right hand, pulling back, stretching your body, feeling so grateful for this practice, feeling so grateful for the pole and for yourself for showing up. Good. Coming left hand up, right hand down. Good. You're amazing. You're a blessing. You are a light shining on this earth. Breathing in, you are special and you are important. Good, coming back up. Once more into forward angle, dropping those shoulders, coming back. Forward angle is a connector pose, always connecting and weaving our poses together. Breathing. Good. Turning your back to the pole. Reverse star. Left hand down, right hand up. Feet are shoulder width apart. Now this is listening to your body. Dropping that pelvis, listening to your body. If you want to go further engaging, open your feet further. If you don't want to go as far, close your feet. Your feet distance kind of dictates how much that lower back is engaged. We don't want to overthrow the back out, and you don't want to drop your head back. Remember, ears in line with the biceps. Reverse star, shining that light, opening that throat chakra. Breathing, squeezing the thighs, squeezing the glutes. You're doing great. Bringing the left hand up, right hand down, feeling that third eye activation. Breathing in your power. Good, right hand up, walking both feet out. Once more, reverse angle, looking up at the sky. Breathing. Pulling yourself, really pulling yourself from the pole. We're adding inches to our body. Good, right foot down, left foot up. Pointing that toe, feeling your majestic strength. Good, rolling over once more into forward table. Walking the feet back, looking up at the pole. Once more, rolling up. Now we're gonna come in to home pose, but we're gonna keep our hands between the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. So a little bit further down than we normally do. And we're gonna relax those shoulders here, rolling them back and forth and then forward and back. Relaxing these shoulders and wiggling them. We're bicycling the shoulders. Feeling so grateful for our shoulders, our mighty, mighty shoulders. Now hold them and drop them. Holding the pole, feeling the energy pulse from the pole through our hands, up our forearms and our elbows, up to our shoulders. Breathing. Noticing your body, noticing the energy. Noticing how the energy changes as we move our body and the energy flows with our changes. We're holding and listening. Good. Now gently scoot the left foot directly in front of the pole. Bring the right foot up and we're going to pulse it up and down here. So we're holding and pulsing. Bringing the chin so that it's parallel with the ground, elbows slightly up. We're really strengthening our roots, strengthening our trunk. Good, right foot down, standing right in front of the pole, left foot up, bouncing it up and down. You're doing so amazing tonight. Feeling so good. Breathing. Feeling how sure you are, how much you trust your intuition, you trust your body's movements. Good. Coming back into forward angle, toes to the pole, dropping the hands down, coming back. You know this pose. You know your body. You know the very next right step. There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to do. You are everything to be right now, right here. Good. Coming down into forward sitting lotus. Bringing our practice to the earth. Bringing our spine straight up and down. Good. Realizing that when we come into this space, we cultivate sacred time for healing in our bodies. Good, now we're going to come into T pose, but we're going to add this little variation where we're bringing the left foot, hooking it around, and then coming back into T pose. So opening the hands, sitting T, looking back, pulling the hips square, bringing that root chakra so that it's directly straight up and down. Good, opening the heart. Good, coming back, holding the pole, bringing the left foot to the pole, hooking that right foot around, coming back, opening up. Good, come back to the pole, feet together, bring the spine straight up and down. Deep breath in, let it out. Good, now we're going to come all the way to the earth. Laying all the way down into corpse pose. All the way down. Bring the hands to the ground, relaxing the feet. We're just relaxing. If there's two of you, one can go to one side of the pole, the other can go to the other side. As we're just going to hold here for a moment. And we're going to do some box breathing. We're going to take a deep breath in and hold. So deep breath. Hold for 4. Let out for 4. And then hold for 4. Good. Deep breath in. Hold for 4. Let out. Hold for 4. Good. Bringing the feet together, laying lotus. Pushing the knees open with your hands. Engaging your body with your hands. Pushing your knees. Bringing the chin parallel to the pole. You did it. You showed up. You made it for practice. You're training your body. You're a pole warrior. Good. Coming into scissors pose. Right foot up, left foot down. Pointing the toe. Bringing our body up, upward folded scissors pose. Remember, in scissors poses, we're coming up. If we can't touch the pole, we can grab our leg, but we're not bringing our chin in. This is so important with scissors pose, to lead with the chin going up to the knee, and then the foot coming up, pointing both toes. The chin is not down, or it's not our third eye to our knee, it's our chin to our knee. Breathing, and you can even walk those hands up further. Breathing. Good. Gently laying back down to the ground. Left foot up, right foot down, scissors. Breathing, letting it out. Take a deep breath in. And then when you come to let it out, gently bring yourself back up. Upward folded scissors pose, floating that right foot up. Bringing those hands up the pole. Good, gently rolling back down, right foot up, hands to the mat. Both feet up, hands to the mat, resting here for a moment. Good, coming into laying lotus once more. Now we're gonna fold up, deep breath, and then let it out as you're folding up, bringing the chin up to the hands. Really feeling that stretch in your inner thigh. Upward folded lotus reminds me of a butterfly in the cocoon. And you know, when the butterfly, the caterpillar goes in the cocoon, it liquefies. Breathing, rolling out of this pose, gently back to the ground, laying both feet down to the ground, extending out into corpse. And as the caterpillar liquefies, it knows exactly how to come back together into the most beautiful butterfly. That is the metamorphosis. Bringing the feet down into bridge. So feet to the earth, hips up to the sky, holding the pole underneath, or leaving the hands flat on the earth. Listening to your body. Good, dropping the bottom, bringing the right foot up, adding this variation into bridge, coming up on the tippy toe or flat, either one, listen to your body. Good, left foot up, right foot down, good job. Good, drop the bottom down. Bring both feet up, upward folded pose, upward folding, pointing the toes. Breathing. Imagine you are that caterpillar that is liquefying, Coming back into form as the butterfly, and as we're laying down back to the earth, drop your feet, stretch your hands up to the sky, point the toes all the way down, and imagine that you are emerging from that chrysalis. You're emerging from your cocoon, bringing the hands up, releasing anything that has injured that little caterpillar because it is already gone, because you are coming out as a butterfly, completely renewed, a whole new being. Good. Now we're going to bring the right foot up, and now we're going to bring that left foot up to the side. So you're stretching up here to the side. You can keep that right hand up to the sky or bring it out. Listen to yourself if you would like to rub your inner thighs here. In this pose, I love taking time to give myself a little self-touch. You can really feel how good it feels on those thighs. Good. Bringing the left foot up to the pole, dropping the right foot down. Massaging those inner thighs. Good. Coming back to lying lotus once more, bringing the feet together, pushing the thighs open, bringing the chin up parallel to the pole. How are you feeling? Breathing, feeling that all that space in your abdomen where all that air can get down in there. Breathing down as far as you can and then blowing it out. Good. Coming up to the pole into forward sitting lotus, bringing the chin parallel to the earth and the spine is parallel to the pole. Pushing the knees down, and we're going to scoot our bottom, bringing ourselves as close into the pole as we can. You can hold the pole down further. We're keeping our body completely straight, and we're looking at the pole. And look at this energy between your nose and the pole. That is where your aura is at. Right here, in this distance, right here is our strong energy field. Look into that energy field. Feel it strengthening and expanding. Feeling your body tingling, feeling the sensations. Pushing the knees down, really getting this last stretch in. Feeling your energy swirling all around your body. Take a deep breath, blow it out. Turning, bringing the back to the pole. Reverse lotus, feet together. Good. Pushing those knees down with your hands. Pushing the knees down with your hands. Taking your hands and rubbing your thighs here. Making them warm. Feel that energy. Rubbing your thighs. Good. Now take your hands onto the earth or your fist, bringing your back up into the pole, pushing your bottom up off the earth, pushing your back and your head and your spine all into the pole, bringing the chin parallel to the earth. Good. Sitting your bottom down. Good. Now gently coming out into sitting pose, shaking it out into sitting. Shaking it out. Now drop the hands and drop the feet. Noticing the energy swirling around your toes and your feet and your hands and your chest. Good, and come into any sitting pose, any comfortable pose. You can even lay down. We're going to come into just a short little meditation, and I'm going to read for the first part of it to bring you into the essence of what we're doing in this moment. Tonight is all about just accepting us, every part of who we are. We're going to read from this book, Remember Your Essence by Paul Williams. As you're just sitting with your back against the pole, bringing your energy inward. When you struggle against laziness, you engage it. You give it your attention. You keep it around. A better approach is to accept that you're feeling what you're feeling. Quiet your mind, trust your essence, and wait patiently for the weather to change. Fear and impatience, doubt, desire, anger, and despair cannot be controlled or destroyed. What is possible is to notice these feelings. Noticing is the first and most important step in disengaging from deconstructive forces. Picture two gears meshing so that one turns the other. Now move them apart a little bit, just enough so the teeth don't touch. This is the image of disengagement. When you're angry or scared or depressed or confused, allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Notice the feeling, and if you see yourself doing something or wanting to do something that is or might possibly be inappropriate, unloving, or self-destructive, notice this is probably in reaction to what you're feeling. Do not try to control what you're feeling. Picture the feeling, picture the action, and move them apart from each other a little bit. Just enough so their teeth don't mesh. Now you are free to choose. Clear out your space. Let go of any judgments that you have about your feelings. Let go of any preconceptions about what the right choice should be. If you've gotten this far, you may not need to make a choice. You may already know what to do or what not to do. Remember that one of your greatest powers is your ability to ask for guidance. When you accept your power, you are protecting yourself from your fear of your power. Most people wound themselves in some way when they use more power than they're willing to admit they have. You may experience this as a crick in the neck, a pain in the back, a headache, or an upset stomach. Look and see what wounding reoccurs in your life. That's your body's telling you that you are wounded in your power. Accepting your power is like stretching your muscles before a session of vigorous exercise. Stretch your power. Take it out, expand it, surround it with love. Let it know that you are aware of it and value it, and then welcome it back inside of you. This won't make you more powerful. What it will do is assist you in feeling more at home with your power. Welcome your wounds. They are manifestations of hidden fears. Without them, your fears would stay hidden. Hidden doubts and fears build walls around you. When you humbly acknowledge, allow yourself to be aware of your fears and doubts, the walls come down. You are open and vulnerable. You are imperfect, you are lovable. Pretending to be open and vulnerable won't cut it. This isn't a perfume or a style of clothing. People know who you are. Your vulnerability, not your light, is your most attractive quality. All people give off light. Vulnerable people also let light in. Lovable means able to be loved. Vulnerable means able to be wounded. Love hurts. Even God's love hurts. It takes courage to be alive. It takes courage to be aware of your nakedness before God and woman and man. Self-doubt is a power. It is the first step in self-awareness. Your doubts and fears remind you of your vulnerability, help you feel the pain and joy of your imperfect aliveness. They open you for love. Love is the sharing of essence. Your weaknesses are also your strengths. If in fact you could fix everything you don't like about yourself, there'd be nothing left of any value. Sometimes you build walls and sometimes you open yourself for love. This cannot change. You will always be the person that you are. You are love. Let in the light. Your teachers are everywhere. Some you will recognize and some you will not recognize. This is how it must be. Do not try to know everything. The purpose of accepting your power is self-acceptance, self-awareness, self-love. Not in some abstract world, but in relation to what you do and what you say and who you are in this world, this day, here and now. Now I'll invite you to bring your intention to the energy at the tip of your nose. Taking a deep breath in, letting it out. And know that that energy at the tip of your nose is always living there. And it's always a focal point that you can bring yourself back to. And I challenge you as you go on with your evening and your day tomorrow that anytime anything comes up in your being, instead of trying to fix it or to move it, you just bring your awareness to that energy to the tip of your nose. And you simply sit with yourself and you allow all of your energy and all of your feelings to just be. And give yourself space to explore while knowing that you are so safe as long as you can bring yourself back to that energy right at the tip of your nose. Breathing in, letting it out, remembering your essence is pure golden love and light, knowing that you are so valuable and strong. And anybody who ever said anything just forgot their own essence, and you can gently remind them as you have stepped into the kingdom of your own glory. Bringing our attention back to this space and back to this time. Good. Bringing your hands over your heart. And I invite you to leave just a little space between your hands and your hands together. Feeling that energy. Connecting with your heart space. Namaste at the pole.